Hey everybody, JTISREBORN here, and welcome to another edition of my Batman the Animated Series reviews. This time we're going to be taking a look at episode number 68, known as Trial. Okay, so this episode is a pretty solid one. Definitely top 20 for me at this point when I'm recording the reviews for every episode of the series. This one is an episode where basically Batman, he's being called out by some district attorney, and then all the rogues gallery who's gathered in Arkham Asylum captures Batman, and the district attorney lead them into a trap, and in essence, they put Batman on trial. They put him in a straitjacket, they chain him up, they take away his utility belt, and they put him on trial. And this district attorney named Janet Van Dorn, who actually appeared in the episode Shadow of the Bat Part 1, and I think she's mentioned in another episode, but I don't think she's like a factor in the plot of any more after this, has to try and defend him. So you got Poison Ivy, you got Harley Quinn, you got the Mad Hatter, you've got the Riddler, you got Scarecrow, Killer Croc, Joker, Scarface. You got them all. Pretty much every major Rogues Gallery villain that we've seen at this point is here, and it's the largest gathering of all of them, even bigger than almost Gotham. I think the only one missing is the Penguin, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if Penguin was in this episode. Let me double check to make sure. No, I don't think the Penguin's the only one missing, so it's kind of a shame they didn't include him, but that's kind of the issue I have with this episode. It's a really solid, episode, but I feel like this should have been a two-parter. I do think the 20 minutes doesn't do it justice. I think it really needed two parts to it to really emphasize this episode. Maybe the end of the first part's him getting captured, or, the trial kind of continues, and they're about to kill Batman, he has to take them all down. Something like that. It definitely needed more than 20 minutes. Maybe 30 to 40 minutes special or something like that to really emphasize this point, but it definitely needed more than the 30 minutes to really do it. But for that 30 minutes, it's pretty good. Some of the highlights in the episode, Killer Croc talking about how he threw a rock at him, which is pretty funny, even though considering in the episode Almost Got Him, Killer Croc wasn't the one who said that was actually Batman, but I just think the joke is too funny for them to pass up. We do get a little more backstory in terms of Harley Quinn. We find out more that she was a psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum, which, they'd explore in the new Batman Adventures episode, Mad Love, which is pretty cool. Poison Ivy talks about the time where she nearly killed Two-Face, and just, it's some really funny stuff. The Joker's in it too, he's the judge, and some of the funniest stuff involves him, when he's just, talking about Harley Quinn, and the judge brings up the fact that Joker tried to, rat out on Harley so he can get time off his sentence. And then Harley finds out and she snaps. I was like, I'll kill him, or something like that. Just Harley just getting really angry at the Joker is my favorite stuff, too. I mean, true, it's a horrifying relationship when you actually look at it, but, her getting really angry at the Joker and the Joker just fearful from her, I think that's some of the best parts about it. Mark Hamill also has a double role in the episode as some, waiter dude, which is kind of funny. Thinking oh, Mark Hamill's in two roles in this episode. That's kind of cool. I mean, it amounts to nothing more than just an uncredited type cameo. Janet is a character who doesn't like Batman really, but she just, by the end she comes around. She's like, I'm still going to work for a city without Batman. And Batman's like, so am I. So I thought that was kind of cool just to see kind of her arc come into fruition. As far as the rogues go, the rogues are pretty good. I do find it kind of disappointing that one of my favorite villains, the Riddler, says absolutely nothing. He just kind of sits on the jury and then he sort of vanishes. Jervis Tetch got a lot in. Poison Ivy did. Killer Croc got his stuff in. Scarecrow doesn't say anything, but I read because the, voice actor couldn't do it or something. But I do think the Riddler should have gotten a few lines in. Scarface and Ventriloquist are the bailiffs, so they're in it too, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is a really cool episode. It's a smart way to bring together all the villains we've seen, and just to see, their different personalities come into fruition. Eventually, Batman's able to stop them, and it's fine, how he stops the Joker and all that too. But I do think this episode needed to be a two-parter. Maybe you could involve, Batgirl could involve Robin somehow. I think this episode is one where it's just if this were a two-parter, it'd be one of the best two-parters, because it's just, in the time constraints, they didn't have quite enough time with all the villains interacting together, for my personal taste. That's why it's not higher up on the list Almost Got Him, where Almost Got Him worked perfectly fine. within that time constraints. So, what are you going to do? But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this particular episode. Comment, like, and subscribe. And hit that bell for more videos coming up. Because I've noticed that for some videos, like, they don't pop up in your subscription unless you hit the bell. It's kind of weird from what I've been told. Like, it's like, yeah, I don't find this thing until like a day later. I've gotten comments like that. And I'm just like, really? That's weird. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Like, I've had issues lately with like comments and notifications. So I like reset, like I had to like turn off all notifications, then turn it back on kind of to reset them, because I was getting comments on videos but not getting notified about them until like I logged into my computer. It's kind of dumb. But anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time, cheers.